Hey, how about that? It is another beautiful Wednesday night, and I don't know. Hopefully the audio is working okay. I'm not really sure. Haven't had a lot of time to test everything. It's this is my new space, so I haven't had a lot of time, like I said, to test everything. I literally got the computer set up just last night, like not even that long ago. I haven't sound treated much of anything, but I think it sounds pretty good. There's not a lot of echo in the space, so that's a good thing. I am about 70% of the way from being fully set up. So 70% of the way from being fully set up. I would tell you what I'm drinking tonight, but I'm not drinking anything because I don't have a fridge here. It just dawned on me, I don't have a freaking fridge to store beer. So as soon as I get a fridge in this space, I'll have beer. And I already got a plan to make it home safely. I'm going to be responsible. So on the days that we do these streams, my goal is I'm going to ride my skateboard to the shop or to the office, studio, whatever the hell we're going to call it. We're going to call it studio. I'm going to ride my skateboard to the studio, and then I will Uber home. So I'll Uber home so I'm not driving home drunk, because you know how that goes on those days. So I'll Uber home so that way everything's safe. Yeah, no, it's still gonna be a great show. It's just a little bit more of a sober Dobo. So it's just drone, no brews. So we'll work on the fridge. That's next on the list. This is it's been a very, very overwhelming week trying to get all this stuff done in the very little bit of time that I have had. So it'll work. We'll figure it out. We got producer Paul. Maybe there's producer Paul. I don't know. Maybe producer Paul's here. I don't know. Let me see. Is he Paul?
What up, man?
Hey,
Holy
there you
cow.
are.
Tonight has been a night. It's actually been a full day, but yeah.
Has it been a day?
It's been a day.
Oh, that's no good, Paul. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Oh, it was a good day, but it was just, and then I got home from a band practice tonight, and
Okay.
my kid is usually sleeping by then. It was like 8:15, 8:20, and he was just screaming on the top of his lungs, "Let me out of here! Let me out of here!" So I had to go. I got home and I simmered him down, and whew. So I did. I was like,
okay.
Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it?
Paul's on daddy duty tonight. I got you, brother. No worries. Hey, well, you're here, so that's all that matters, and we're doing the whole deal. Thank you, Art, for the $5 super chat for the toffee.
Woo, Art.
Art actually sent me a really nice letter, and he sent me toffee. I don't know how he got my address, but it showed up there. I got a letter. It was from Arco Drones, and there was toffee and a letter.
Bro, I love the studio. It looks great.
Yeah, it's filling out quite nicely. So I've been doing tonight was the first night I got a chance to start doing some test runs with the camera to see sort of how I want things to look. So still gonna make some change. I'm changing out that backdrop. Hey, there's a
Eddie
$25
Nunez.
Eddie Nunez with the $25 super chat. $75 heading via Venmo for a fridge.
Wow.
Fridge fund. Beer fund. That's awesome. Thank you, Eddie. You the man, bro.
Eddie Nunez.
Awesome.
What are we gonna do without you, man?
I don't know, dude. What are we gonna do without him? Well, why would we ever imagine a life without Eddie? So man, this has been an exciting week in drones. There's been a lot of shakeups in just this little week. So
Really?
Yes. So Autel Robotics has a brand new CEO.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting because this CEO of all the CEOs that could take over their operation is probably one of the most well-equipped people that I've had the experience, pleasure of meeting. Randall Warnus, formerly of FLIR Systems. So Randall used to head up the UAV division at FLIR, and he basically, I don't want to say, no, I'll say it. He pretty much made FLIR what they were in the UAV space. So he's now taking his talents over to Autel. So hopefully we'll see some great things out of them.
That'll be very interesting.
I think it's going to be really interesting. So, I mean, that is such a big move for Autel to do. You know what I mean? To put
Huge.
somebody that really understands the drone sphere and understand what commercial needs are and sort of step back and say, well, wait a second, Autel is also a company that sells to hobbyists. So he's got he's got a lot of work ahead of him because they have a good they have, actually, let me say that back up. They had a great infrastructure. They fired a lot of people during COVID. They had release after release get pushed back. Yes, the quads did get released, but they still had a lot of things that just haven't happened. In case you're wondering, no, I still do not have a smart controller for the Evo as of yet. I'm still waiting on that. They started emailing me. Let's see, it was April, May. They started emailing me in April. We had more correspondence in May saying, yeah, it's coming. May came and went. Now we're in June. It's June 2nd today, and there's still no smart controllers. So this is pretty atypical of Autel, is that they announce something and then it's months and months and months before we ever see it in its hands. And by the time you get it in its hands, the competitor,
new and greater,
right? Competitors came out with something new, and you're left with something that is not relevant any longer. So that's a bit of a bummer. So hopefully with the new direction, hopefully with new leadership, we'll start seeing a little bit more of a responsible release pattern from Autel. We'll start seeing a little bit more timely introduction to products from the point they conceive them to the point that they actually reach consumers or commercial pilots' hands. That's all I could hope.
Absolutely.
But I think it's going to be good things for them. Skydio has recently also released the X2. It's now officially available. It's expensive as all hell. Skydio X2, which is just amazing. Skydio is continuing to refine their software and continuing to push that commercial presence. Like, again, Skydio is going to be one of the major players in the drone market. They already are a huge player, but they're going to be even bigger, I think, this year, 2021.
For sure. If all those governments that can only buy U.S. drones,
well, let's back up here because I saw the Pentagon has recently cleared 2 types of DJI products. So the Pentagon has been going through vetting DJI products still, right? They're looking for viable solutions. And unfortunately, if you think about it, we still don't really have too many American players that use anything beyond DJI. So we need to. Unfortunately, they're necessarily evil as of right now until there are American companies that can deliver the same payload capacities, the same benefits and features that DJI quads have. So until that point, DJI is still going to be very much um, a big player in the game. I also saw Parrot tweeted out something. Looks like possibly a new Anafi. We really don't know. We just saw the ass end of it. At first, I thought it was a Power Vision, I thought it was Power Vision tweeting something. And further inspection, it's actually Parrot. So we may see a new Parrot drone, possibly a successor to the Anafi. We don't know if it's going to be a commercial grade quad or if it's going to be something that is for consumers. My hope is that it will be something for consumers sub 250 grams. That seems to be the trend, obviously, as we're getting into these smaller, lighter, much more portable, more efficient drones that are as capable as the Mavic. That's my only hope. I hope.
Absolutely.
I feel like in 2020 we were sort of deprived after CES came and went. Like it was just basically DJI. They released the Air 2. They had a hell of a lot of releases, DJI, but it's just been DJI. There hasn't been anything really other than that. So you don't have very many options in the scope of consumer grade GPS drones as of right now. So looking forward to seeing what the competition brings. A company that has still not released anything and probably never will is 00 Robotics has still completely gone ghost. No Falcon V-copter. No Falcon.
Everybody really wants the Falcon V-copter too.
You know what it is? Again, I just think it's because it looks different. And what's crazy is people will still argue with me that the V-copter is going to be released. And I'm just thinking to myself, you keep hanging on to that pipe dream. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Now, I did receive an odd message a couple of weeks back from this guy. He was out of Vietnam. I think it was Vietnam or somewhere over there anyways. And he was trying to sell me a bicopter design quad. And he was like, if you buy 10 or more, you get a discount, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm not buying 10 of anything.
No way.
You don't even have a name for this thing. And 00 couldn't even ship. Like, it's crazy. So that's never shipping. Another quad that has yet to see the light of day, which I honestly, this one baffles the living shit out of me. I have no idea what this company is doing, is X Dynamics. What are they doing? What are they doing? They are teasing after teasing this drone. And, I know the team over there. I like the team, but it perplexes me every time I see one of their videos on Facebook. I'm perplexed. You're teasing all this wonderful footage out of this quad, but you've yet to release it. No sign, no ETA of release. I'm really confused with them. By the time the Evolve 2 releases, it'll be CES 2022. It'll be that time. I mean, by the time it releases, we'll be going back to Vegas and we'll be seeing the Evolve 3 or 4 at that point. I have no idea. Anyways, don't know what they're doing. They release videos and it's got to be, for the people who bought the Evolve 1 and that were promised, these upgrades, right? They said, hey, all you got to do is pay $1,000 and we'll upgrade you for free not for free. You're paying $1,000. You pay the difference. We'll upgrade you to the Evolve 2. How pissed are you? How pissed are you for all 5 of you people who bought the Evolve 1? How pissed are you that you still haven't received, any notification on shipping on that product? I probably need to reach out to them and say, hey, what the hell are you guys doing?
What are they doing? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like I got to reach out to them and just.
They'll probably use the excuse COVID. Yeah, COVID.
Well, and that's the thing. I think a lot of people have used that excuse for COVID. And I personally, I sort of think it's getting played out at this point. I mean, I feel like we've rounded, at least the United States, I feel like we've sort of rounded that corner already. And I mean, a lot of people are getting their vaccinations. I'm not getting political or anything, but I feel like we've rounded that corner to where we can start moving forward. And companies, no doubt, have had to do the same. You're drinking tonight and I'm not drinking. That is disgusting. That is disgusting.
Hey, what can I say?
Man. It's a dry night. I am very, very parched, Paul. I am parched.
Did you have to drive today, or did you ride the board?
It's actually raining right now, so I drove. I do have the board. The board is actually it's right there.
I see it. Yeah.
I need to charge it.
You know your charging wall already up and going yet?
I've already got the charging wall. Like that whole back piece there is charging wall for batteries, for camera batteries. So that's all camera batteries.
Aren't you going to a board charging wall?
The board charging wall is going to be right there. I'm actually going to have these sort of slide racks that mount to the boards, and that'll charge it. And then over here
is where I charge. Nice at here.
No, not at all. And then over on this side will be for the FPV battery charging, Mavic batteries, FPV drone batteries, all that shit. So I have one more shelf. I have to bring into the space. I got to get in there tomorrow. You know what it is? I start taking things apart, and then I'm like, shit, I'm tired of this. Yeah, Lauren, the printers are set up. All 5 printers are over here to the right of me. So all the printers have their own separate section on their own everything. So like quite literally, I printed a couple of things today. I had to ship some stuff. So I started printing some of the orders today. So, but yeah, all the printers are set up. You can sort of see the racking here. That's all the product. Like where's my finger? My finger's here. So right here is every time we finish a product, it gets inspected, make sure there's no defects. And then if it's good, it goes into a bin. And if it's not good, it goes into the trash. So, yeah. And then behind that is going to be the main set. So I've actually made it to where this area here will be able to where I can film 2 ways. I can film against this wall, or I can film that way, and then I can film this way. So, honestly, electric bill here is like $77. Not bad. It's not really that bad. A small space, even I have the same amount of things running here that I had running at my house.
Right.
My electric bill at my house was like $140, and that's pretty much on average of a 12-month span. So my guess is it's going to be still about the same. It'll be like maybe $70, $50, if that. I don't keep the air very low, so I think it'll be okay. I'm not really worried about that's just cost of doing business, unfortunately. So I think it'll be all right.
For sure.
What does she think of the new place? I think she's happy with it. She can see me. There's a camera. I have cameras all over the office, so she can see me. She can see me and she can hear things.
Data speed is better than Paul. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I got good internet, Paul. The internet was just set up today. I got a good crapper. Crapper's directly behind me, so I got a crapper back there. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, his wife is very excited about it. She's got a She told me she wants to turn it into like an arts and crafts room or something. Now she has an arts and crafts room for the house.
Yeah. She, I don't know who was happier. I don't know if it was my wife or my daughter. See, my daughter was always like, Dad, the 3D printers are really loud. And I'm like, I don't hear it. But when I got my Prusa printer is really loud. It's loud as shit, man.
Wow. Eddie Nunez has a stripper party at your house at the office.
What's that?
Eddie Nunez has a stripper party at the office.
Yeah.
Or a swinger party.
The fuck was that, Paul? Oh God. Yeah, that's a story for a whole nother day. So I got a chance to meet Paul's wife over the weekend. We went to a water park, went to Aquatica, and we were staying, I took the kids and wife over to a resort over there. And I said, Paul, if the water park is too packed, we'll go back to the hotel and swim in the pool, because it's got like a lazy river. It's one of those cool pools. And we were all, I was getting tore up, and we're swimming, and Paul's wife, she must have been 2 drinks in. How many drinks do you think Chelsea was in?
No, she only had 1 drink at that when we got back.
No, I felt like she had more than 1 drink. And she says to me, she'll probably kill me for saying this, but she thought because I don't wear a wedding ring, she thought I was a swinger.
Which is really funny because I'm not
because
wearing
I
one
don't
right
wear a
now
wedding
either.
ring. But I haven't wore a wedding ring since I was a mechanic. And the reason why I don't wear a wedding ring is because when I used to work as a mechanic, I used to do exhaust. And I remember I was tack welding a muffler, a catalytic converter one time, and I accidentally welded my finger to the pipe. It was, you want to talk about super, super painful. Luckily, it was a gold ring. I remember this. It was a gold ring, and it was enough to where my buddy can take a pair of dikes and snip my finger out of it. He was able to bend it because it was so hot. It hurt so bad. But yeah, ever since then, I haven't wore a wedding ring. I've almost all but refused. If she asked me to, I would still say I'll tattoo it to my finger before I wear another one.
That's the next video with Sean Oz. Yeah.
Yeah, a tattoo and a wedding ring on my finger. I mean, hey, then it never comes off. I mean, might as well, right? Might as well, man. Because I ain't going nowhere. You know, almost 20 years in, we're pretty much stuck like chalk. Too expensive to leave at this point. Did I say that? Yeah, I'd be screwed. Yeah, but there's that. But that was fun. That was fun. But yeah, I think you know, as far as videos go, we got a couple of things coming up. We got some new products under horizon here pretty shortly that we're going to be trying to get our way through. I still haven't reviewed the ND filters from Freewell for the Air 2S, and it's funny. Another company sent me a set of ND filters, and I still haven't reviewed those. I just haven't had time to fly it. You know, I just have not had time to fly the Air 2S as much as I want. Every time I fly, it's for work, not for you know, YouTube, I guess. Eddie asked, how many miles is it to the office to let me find out. Let me see. You know, I didn't even do the math on
what
that.
Is it, like 5 to 7 miles?
Honestly, I don't think it's that far. Let me see. Let me hit the home button here. I am 3.6 miles from my house. I'm 8 minutes from my house.
Easy.
And that's doing the speed limit. So I'm really, really close to the house, which is great because if something went sideways here, I would be up here just in time. I would be up here so fast, they probably wouldn't even be able to get away before I blew out their kneecap.
I would not want to be there. Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you, dude. It would be, I'd put my best Grady Judd, bro. I wouldn't even be out of the car. I'd have that shit cocked. I might even just fire through the glass for the hell of it. I mean, I don't play that.
Tinted today or no?
What's that?
Did you get tinted today or no?
I did. It got tinted, so that's done. Like I said, security system went in, and it's pretty freaky. I made the mistake. I was like, hey, can we test it out? And holy shit, that's loud, because everybody came out and they were like, damn.
Don't mess with this guy.
Michael, if you'd like to test that, I would love to test that. He says, yeah, right. Yeah, I don't fucking play that game.
So did the tinting help significantly for the sun coming in?
Yeah, it did. It did help with the sun coming in, because what was happening was on those lights on the back wall, what was happening was the light was coming in so hard, it was actually casting a shadow on that backdrop. So I was like, shit, how do I get around that? The only way to get around that is pulling a blind, but I really didn't want to do that. So the tint, perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Awesome.
The other thing, yeah, just having to have lights. These lights suck. These LED fluorescent lights, whatever the hell these things are, these things suck. They flicker really bad. So I'm going to change them all out.
Does your globe, when you turn your lights on, does it fill up the room or no? What's that? When you turn your video lights on, do they fill up the room enough?
No, they're on right now. This is the ambience from that. They're on right now. I mean, this is about as bright as it's going to get. I mean, it's at 8%. Now, if I was filming with the Laowa lens, the Laowa lens is fine. Yeah, John Wright says, and if you're in Polk County, Grady Judd is on your side. Exactly. And I lived in Lakeland, and that sheriff was awesome. The sheriff here is equally as awesome as well. It also helps when you had family in law enforcement here and friends that you grew up with in law enforcement here in this county. So that is always something that I'm thankful for. Living where I live is friends in law enforcement here still. So I'm looked out for pretty well, I think. So that's always a good thing. But no, it doesn't, it's not too bright. I think back there, it's more than enough, light, I would say. Yeah, I think it's sufficiently good. I don't think I need to go much higher with the light back there. So, I'm good. Hey, Julio, how's it going, man? Good to see you in the chat, man. Yeah. So we'll try to figure out more to do with this. Like I said, I gotta get some sound panels back there because the not having carpet sucks. Sort of. I never thought I would say that.
Yeah.
Having carpet, at least the echoes would hit the carpet, and then it would sort of soak it up. But when you have wood floors, you're sort of like, you know what I mean? You're like, shit, everything's bouncing all over the place and echoing. The only thing that's nice though is the chair now. I don't have to worry about having one of those plastic things on the floor, which sucked really bad.
Yeah, I hate those plastic things. They're terrible. I will say though, probably the drop ceiling in your room is probably a lot better, right? Because there's a gap between, like a huge gap between.
There is a gap. It does help. Skydog, those are not Cinelifters. Those are Cinewhoops. They're not Cinelifters. Cinelifters will carry a camera. I'm building a Cinelifter. I'm actually building 2 Cinelifters, but I'm the Cinewhoops. I have Cinewhoops. I'm just downsizing the quads that I'm not using. Like I have 2 Tiny Hawks. I have a Tiny Hawk 1, Tiny Hawk 2. I'm not using them. They're sitting on a wall. I've got a Diatone Tina. It's a Tina Whoop that I converted to a digital Tina Whoop that I'm not using anymore. So it's just sitting there. There's 2 other quads. Oh, I have the Beta 95X. That's analog. I'm not using that as well. That's just sitting there. So I have 4 quads that have been sitting for months and months and months. And I don't want to, I'm not going to bring them here because I don't want it just for wall decoration. I just figure we'll just do a giveaway on those. What do you think, Paul?
You're always a very generous person doing a giveaway weekly.
So how do we do this, Paul?
We're doing it tonight.
Should we do it tonight, Paul?
Why not? I mean, what else is going on, right?
Yeah.
Now we got to think of something clever to do for a giveaway.
How do we do a giveaway, Paul?
We got to think of a good question. Probably have to do something with your original studio.
That's a good idea, Paul. That's a good idea. So what do you think? You got a question in mind, Paul? You think of a question. And then we'll give people the benefit to win. How's that sound, Paul? And I will do this. I'm going to go to C on my sampler, and let me just go down to downloads. There we go. Okay. I have no idea if this is going to work, but we'll try it out. I have no idea. All right. So, Paul, do you have a question in mind?
I'm thinking. I'm trying to. I have an idea here, but I have a question in mind. Maybe you know the answer to that one, but
here, message me the question. So this will be for the Tiny Whoop 1 or the Tiny Hawk 1. So this is Emacs Tiny Hawk 1. I have no idea if it works or doesn't work, but I'll mail it to you for free. So who's going to kick a gift horse in its mouth? Tiny Hawk 1. This question. Let's see. What do we think? Okay. I got an idea. You got an idea, Paul? We're really fucking terrible with this, Paul.
Well, I didn't think about this originally, but
trying to think. It's got to be something from that set, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something like something that the only OG people would really know. I'm thinking, go back to your. I mean, wow. Some of these things that you shot originally in the original room of your house was your
Let's go back.
studio has grown through a lot of phases.
Let's go back to the first one. Let's go back to the first one. That was a while back ago.
9 years ago.
No, not that far back, Paul. We don't got to go that far back. We're gonna. No, that's if the fact that Lon even remembers that shows you how far back he goes. All right, so let's do this. So I typically shoot with a specific color on my backdrop. It's a specific color on my backdrop, usually when I'm filming in my typical scene. What is that color that I shoot against? That's really fucking loud, Paul.
There we go.
What is it?
Is it blue? Is it right?
It's not blue. It's close.
Oh, I get it.
They're getting warmer. I have no idea how to stop this effing music. It's going to go for 30 seconds, and Eric Smith is the winner. That was actually perfectly timed. Eric Smith's the winner. Teal. Teal is the color of the backdrop. So, Paul, let's look at the live chat because we want to make sure that we're seeing the message in real time. So I'm looking at live chat right now to see if Eric Smith was the first person that dropped it. I'm looking, and it does, in fact, look like Eric Smith was the first runner-up or first winner, and then Lon came back with teal. So Eric Smith wins that. Tiny Hawk won. So how do you win the Tiny Hawk, or how do you message me? So Eric Smith, how you will do this is you will have to enter into Discord and message producer Paul in Discord.
There you go.
You got to message producer Paul in Discord, provide producer Paul with your address so we can ship that out to you. That's going to be for the Tiny Hawk 1. Tiny Hawk 1. So, damn, that was good. Good colors, man. People are pretty good with colors, Paul.
That was a good color. That's Chelsea's favorite color, actually.
That was. So we still have 2 more drones to give away.
Oh, snap.
So, Paul, what do you
more
think?
questions here?
You got to think of more questions. We need something tougher. That was actually easy because that was actually like really apparent. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That was really, really apparent, Paul. So that was for the Tiny Hawk 1. So Tiny Hawk 1. So if you won the Tiny Hawk 1, you can't win the next one. You can't win the next one. You're not allowed to. So that's a rule. That's a rule. Paul, what do you think? I'm fixing the soundtrack, Paul. I'm fixing the soundtrack. I boogered that one up. That's my bad, but I'm fixing it right now. I'm fixing it right now. So that Tiny Hawk is fun. I think that one actually has Project Mockingbird on there. So Project Mockingbird is actually on that one. So that is, can I delete a soundtrack? How do you delete a soundtrack from here, Paul? No, I see it's right there. So I just got to click on that one. Okay. There it is.
Locker.
Yeah, I know. All right. So new question, Paul. What do you got? So this will be for, actually we have more than that. We have a Tiny Hawk 2, which I like. We have the Diatone Tina Whoop, and then we have a Beta 95X, which is analog. So let's do the Beta 95X analog. So this is for Beta 95X analog. So this also is running Crossfire. So Crossfire and analog. So you have to have analog goggles, obviously, and you're going to need Crossfire. Otherwise, don't try to win this one. Okay. All right. So here it goes. Let's see. I know. There was a sign as I was transitioning from the original office I had when I moved into my house, my house that I have currently, I was shooting against a gray backdrop at the time. And there was a slogan that was on the video in the backdrop. There's a slogan in the backdrop. Now, I'll give you a hint. The slogan said stay, but it didn't say original. It didn't say original. It said stay. It didn't say original, though. Tell me what that slogan said for my original office. And I'll tell you, it was probably about 1.5 years, almost 2 years ago when those videos dropped. Let's see if they get this one, Paul. This one's going to be tough.
That's a hard one.
This is a hard one. I wonder if they'll get this. I gave them some good hints. Nope, it's not Stay Fly. It's not Stay Frosty. It's something that people say I'm not. Let's see. This is for the Beta 95X.
Oh, come on. That was
Come on.
Stay sexy.
No.
Wrong channel.
Nope. Nobody got it on that one.
How is nobody getting it? Like I feel like you just gave it away.
I literally gave. All right. Okay. So we'll try it again.
Is that it?
No, it's not. Nope. Not Stay Horny either. I'm sorry. All right. We'll try it one more time. I'll give you a hint. The video was a Mavic 2 Zoom. Mavic 2 Zoom video. The Mavic 2 Zoom video. I'm watching closely. Mavic 2 Zoom video. Could have been Stay Home. I don't know. No. I'm waiting. Some really good stays, though. A lot of Stay Comms. I don't know why that is. No, not Stay Original. Man, we did. It was
I'm
a
not gonna lie. This is pretty hard.
This is okay. So, there it is. Adam got it. It was Stay Humble. Adam, you got it. Matter of fact, Adam even commented it and then corrected himself before anybody else got it. Adam, you win the Beta 95X analog. Be sure to message Paul in Discord so he can get your shipping information so we can go ahead and ship that out to you. Wow, that was pretty damn cool, dude. I had to give some breadcrumbs for that one. We had to give some breadcrumbs for him to win that. Damn, that was good, dude. All right. Okay, so we still have 2 more quads to give away. We have the Tiny Hawk 2, and then we also have, now the Tiny Hawk 2 has been converted to 2S, so it takes 2 lipos to fly it. It flies pretty damn good. For a 2S battery, whoo, it scoots. And then we also have the Tina Whoop. Now the Tina Whoop, when they initially sent it to me, it was an analog Tina Whoop. I converted that to a digital Ana Whoop. Digital? Did I just Ana Whoop something? It's a Tina Whoop that's digital. It has a naked Caddx Vista on there. It flies amazing. It's pretty damn quiet. It's a damn good quad. It also is running Crossfire. Now the Tiny Hawk is running FR Sky, so you'll need to have a controller that is capable of D8. D8 is the controller protocol. So there's that. All right. So what do you want to do? Okay, you got one? What do you got,
Yeah.
Paul? Message me.
All right. So in the olden day, when Ken used to film against a gray wall with some pipe shelving kind of in the background, there was a LED sign that he used to have.
Which
there was
one?
a word.
There was 2 of them, though.
Yeah, there's a yellow one.
Oh, okay.
Yellow one. What was that?
No. You should do the red one, Paul. The yellow one's easy. Do the red one.
Okay,
what was
fine.
the red LED sign? There was a red LED sign back there, too.
There's a red LED sign in his background. What did it say?
Okay, here we go. This is for the Tina Whoop. Digital Tina Whoop. I don't see it yet, Paul. You see it? This is for the digital Tina Whoop. What sign? What was the LED sign? It was like a neon, a fake neon. It was red.
It's really easy too. It's not very many letters. I'll just
not very many letters. Super easy. super easy. Bob Casey has admitted he is not attentive to know the answer. That is okay. No, it's not YouTube. There's a lot less letters.
F you.
Ben Markham, I like where your head's at. I almost want to give it to him just because I like where his head's at, but yeah, it's not lit. If
Eddie
we did
Nunez, that was the yellow one, but
that was the yellow one, but this
we're going for the red one.
We're going for the red one. We're going for the red one. What is the red one?
Even fewer letters than lit.
Even fewer, yes, even fewer letters. So what could be fewer letters than lit? Okay,
Boom. Richmond Ariels got it.
Hey, Richmond Ariels. Troy gets the Tina Whoop. Troy's got himself a Tina Whoop. So Troy, you win the Tina Whoop. So be sure to message Paul in Discord so we can get the address, man. I feel like I probably have Troy's address somewhere, but just in case, make sure you get his address so we can get that. Okay. Wow. All right. So that's 3 quads down, Paul. 3 quads down. This is going to be for the tiny
quads than destroyed. So there's that.
This is true. Now I don't know if most of these should work just fine. Not 100% sure, but they should. I haven't
just
flown them in a
producer
while.
Paul fly them before you give them away.
No, if producer Paul flies them, they're almost certainly to never survive. All right. We need a good question.
Huh.
I
mean, that last one went back pretty far. That was a good one. I mean, you were wearing glasses back then and everything.
I know, dude. I was wearing glasses. We need something that is like a staple on this channel.
A staple.
Like a staple, like something that you know what I mean, Paul? It's like it's a staple of the channel, Paul.
The V-copter.
No, it's not the V-copter. Michael Belshi asks, are you going to bring back Friday night flights? I don't know. Do we have the bandwidth to bring back Friday night flights, Paul?
I don't know. Do you have the I think you might have the bandwidth at your new office.
Well, I think if we did it, I think we should do it differently. I still think that Friday night flights, I like Friday night flights concept, but I'm wondering if we should have did it live, like we do Friday night flights live, like where we play a video and then we do like sort of a flight analysis after. Like, you know what I mean? Would that make sense, Paul?
It would make sense.
I think we would have to do some sort of flight analysis.
Or we could do like one stream a month or something. Do like a Friday night flight styles, like drone brews, where that's a part of the show.
Right.
You thought.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea. All right. I got it. Here's for the Tiny Hawk 2. The Tiny Hawk 2's small drone. Small little tiny drone. Doesn't weigh anything. It's not even 8 pounds, 5 ounces. No, I don't know. Trying to think, Paul. Like I said, we're really bad when it comes to planning, but I want to make sure that the question is damn good. Like it's got to be hard but apparent. You know what I mean? Like when somebody guesses it, they're gonna be like, "Aha! Why didn't I guess that?"
Yeah.
It should be something. We've given away a lot of shit on this show. We've given away a lot. There's been some iconic things that we have given away. We recently gave away an Evo 2, right? We have given away a lot of stuff on Twitter. Twitter is where a lot of shit gets given away. If you're not
a fan of following Twitter, you better do that.
If you're not on Twitter, that's where a lot of the giveaways happen. Jackie Gann says, give away a controller. Okay. Let's give away a Tyrannus X9D carbon fiber. Let's give away a Tyrannus X9D. Never been used Tyrannus X9D carbon fiber. about it,
Never
Paul.
been used. Wow.
Never been used. Tyrannus. It's ready to go. So we'll give it away. We'll do that instead of the Tiny Hawk. I could sell it, but we'll give it away. So we'll give away a Tyrannus. Brand new. It's never been used. The only thing that's changed on it is sticks. And this thing has literally been sitting on the wall. It's never even been used, flown. All right. So who needs a controller? I need to see the me's in the chat. So I don't know. Does anybody? I don't think anybody needs a controller. It's not really something we should be giving away. Should we give away the drone, Paul? Or do we need to give away the controller? I see a lot of me's. I think people want the controller. People, Akiba wants sloppy seconds. I don't know what that means. But we'll go with that. All right. So here we go. For the Tyrannus. Ooh. There was a video that we did. We were flying cliffs. I was flying cliffs with the FPV quad in a specific state. I was flying cliffs with the FPV drone, and I was with a certain YouTuber doing this. Who was that YouTuber I was with flying these cliffs? Nope.
Really that hard?
Nope, it's not Colorado. It's not Colorado. Cliffs. There we go. We got it. Eddie Nunez, Newport, Rhode Island with Billy Kyle. God damn it, I hit the button again, Paul. How do I stop this, Paul?
I don't know. Press the button again.
I pressed the button, Paul. It's not. Well, son of a bitch. Eddie got it. Eddie got it. I almost feel like that one was that it? He watches everything. So Eddie just won himself a Tyrannus, but he doesn't. He says he doesn't need the remote. So how about this? Because Eddie won it fair and square. We'll let Eddie chooses who he wants to give it to. So as of right now, Eddie controls who wins the remote. So Eddie, text me a number. I'm waiting for Eddie to text me a number. Eddie's going to text me a number from 1 through 100, and that's how we're going to do it. So Eddie's going to text me a number. So I'll wait. I'll give him a second to catch up.
Don't forget to hit those like buttons, guys. We got like 117 people in here.
117 people. We're giving shit away. Like all right. So Eddie has selected a number. So now that Eddie selected a number, go. 16. You got 30 seconds. I'm watching, Paul.
Thanks, 808, for the super chat.
Holy fuck. Jesus Christ, Paul. I don't even know if I've seen it, Paul.
I don't even know
Paul,
what the number is.
Going so fast, Paul. It's going so fast, Paul. My eyes got so dizzy there for a second, Paul. Paul?
If I knew what the number was, I'd help you, but I don't know.
All right, let's holy shit. Paul, I'm going to text you the number in the chat over here on the side window. Paul, can you anything, Paul? We got to scan through this process of elimination, but I don't think I've seen it though.
I don't think I've seen it either yet, but I'll scan through while people continue doing it.
You scan through while my eyes keep getting abused. Jesus, Mariah. Holy shit. How does he pick this number and nobody selects it? Whoa. I think I got it. But Paul, tell me if anybody's gotten it up into this point. I think I got it.
Nobody's got it. Somebody got really close.
All right. I'm sitting on what I think is the potential winner right now. I'm not looking at the chat any further because I think I'm on the potential winner. So you tell me if they gotten it. I don't see it above. Let me know when you get down to it.
Yeah, I'll tell you who the first person I see that gets
it. All right. I'm sitting on the potential winner. Right now we have a winner pending. We have We have a winner pending. So stop with the numbers because somebody definitely got it. I'm sitting on a potential winner right now. My eyes are broken. Like I said, like that time when I saw that lady and she walked in the room and she was like almost naked. I was like, oh God, lady,
Yo,
close it.
stop with the numbers, people.
Yeah.
Did I miss it again?
No, I'm sitting here. I don't know where you scroll to, but I have scrolled. I am on a number. I'm sitting on a number here. I believe the winner is Wilson Canaday. I believe that is the winner. Wilson Canaday. Paul is trying to verify. That was a shit show. That was a shit show. It was 1 through 100 and somebody did -1. I have the best. Only the best. Only the brightest minds are here. Right now we have the brightest minds and all of the drone community right here. And I would know. It's only the best. I think I have a winner. Paul.
Yeah, I think you got it. That was it. I don't see anybody else earlier.
So I'm gonna announce it here. The number was 20, and the winner, from what I can see,
is Wilson
Canaday.
Canaday, yeah.
I hope we're pronouncing that right. Wilson, way you claim your Tyrannus X9D is to message producer Paul. You're gonna message producer Paul on Discord, provide him your shipping information, contact info, so we can get that out to you expediently. So that's 3 things we just gave away, Paul.
It's a lot.
That's a lot. Maybe we save the rest for next week, Paul, as I go through the Dobo Barney bag, because I'm going to go through the office. Like as I'm going through the studio, I'm finding all this stuff that I don't need, like that I've just been sitting on. Some of the stuff's never been used before. As I'm going through the old studio, I'm finding all this shit, and I'm like, all right, this could be useful for somebody.
Why'd you buy it?
I don't know, Paul. I don't know. I don't know why I bought it, Paul. I'll tell you why I probably bought it. This is what I tend to do. I'll lose something, and then instead of searching for it, I buy it. But then in the interim of waiting for that new thing to get to me, I find what I was missing in the first place, and then I just instead of
returning it, you just keep it.
Instead of returning it, because time is valuable, I just never return it. So there's that. So, wow. What a great show, Paul. What a great show.
It turned into a giveaway show. We talked
about
5 seconds about the V-copter and then moved on.
Some days are like that. When I'm not drunk, this is what happens. We give away everything, Paul. When I'm not drunk, we just give it all away. So
you think it'd be the opposite?
I guess I get stingier the more I drink. But the less I drink, the more coherent I am to the things around me. And I'm just like, let's give it all away. Let's give it all away. You want my shirt? I'll give it all away. You know what, Bob? I have not found the key yet. I'm missing a key to my daughter's car. I'm hoping when I take apart this other shelf, it's there. I'm hoping I find it. My wife is really pissed about that. So I hope of Christ I find that maybe tomorrow. So, but that's it. That's the show tonight. Paul, make sure you get me those addresses so I can mail those items out. And then next week for Drone Brews, we'll have a guest. We'll have a guest next week. I don't know who the guest will be.
I think we have an idea. I think we have a guest. We just
that'd be fantastic.
We wanted to line him up today, but we couldn't. So
that's okay. Next time we line him up next time, and I think it'll be a great conversation. Somebody who I really always enjoy having on the show, and that I feel is a phenomenal conversation. So that's it. That's the show. That's Drone Brews. Without the brews tonight, because we got to get a fridge. The fridge has got it. We got to get it.
Well, now Eddie took care of that. So
Eric Smith is confused. He's like, you have a daughter that's old enough to drive. Yes, my daughter is 16 and she is driving. I gave her a car last week. So she's driving.
High school sweethearts.
Yep. Been married since I was little, but hey, people keep betting on me to fail, but keep fucking smacking them with that mushroom. We're not failing. And just keep on doing it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for everything. Videos to resume next week or something, I think.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I think we'll get back to videos next week. We're just waiting on shit to get done here. There's that. All right, Paul.
Stay original. Guys, stay original.
All righty.